Seems so addicting.
It's not really that addictive.
I'm sorry, I know this is not. You know it, Arnold.
You just gonna eat popcorn in the mic? No, I don't want that right now.
Okay.
All right, welcome to episode 8.
We were filming?
Yeah, we're definitely filming right now. You wrapping up popcorn. Welcome to episode 8 of the TYS Talk Your Shit Podcast. I'm Jordan. To my right is...
Allie.
To her right is...
Team, what's happening?
Starks behind the motherfucking camera as usual. How was everybody's weekend? Let's start there.
Weekend was cool. I think we always forget what we did the weekend. I should probably start remembering on the walk-in. What the hell I do this weekend? Damn, that's amazing.
We worked Friday night.
Friday night. Oh, show Friday night, huh? Yeah.
Show Friday night, yeah.
Show Friday night.
Sunday was a video.
Yeah.
Sunday was a video, yeah. Saturday maybe something happened.
You had a birthday party.
I had a birthday party?
Yeah, somebody's birthday party. I don't know if that was Saturday or Sunday.
Oh yeah,
Let's
so
talk
that
about
was
the story.
Friday. So Friday.
I feel like a stalker now.
That was Friday in the morning. That was Friday the show. Okay, yeah. And then Saturday, yeah, my niece had her birthday. She turned 25. And then, yeah. All right, boom, there we go. Sunday, more work. It was chilling for me. There's a lot of jokes there that day. Shout out to my boy Tim. Other than that, nah, shit. That was it.
Okay, mine was really good. I actually do remember what I did. This show was Friday. Birthday party Saturday, I think. And that was Saturday. Shout out to Devette. She's 29 now. And Sunday, just chilled. Barbecue, shoot, all that stuff.
Okay. I'm a little under the weather, so I spent my sick ass in the house most of the weekend.
I felt something this like Monday too, just to let you know. Like I popped some echinacea.
Nigga, that wasn't
I was
me. But yeah, I was chilling, catching up on shows. I finally caught all the way up on Euphoria and finished that. That shit ended fire. I can't wait to see what happens next season. But I really, really rock with that show. It's very wild. It's probably the most wild shit that I've seen on TV.
How many seasons?
1 so far.
Oh, it was only one season?
Yeah.
I watched the first episode.
I tried to watch it. I got like 5 episodes. That shit's like something wrong with it.
Yes, it's very wild. Like, it's a lot of...
What like, who are they catering to? Like, what type of fan base?
What demo are they trying to hit?
Yeah.
I think young adults, if I had to make a guess. Like,
Young adults.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it deals with a lot of the issues that concern our generation as far as drugs and shit, popularity, all that kind of shit, like all that kind of high school shit. But Euphoria was dope. What else did I do this weekend? We had our men's league regular shit. King was supposed to come hoop with us this weekend, but he didn't come.
That was a good game until the end, but
You lost?
Yeah, we lost.
But you know what? I hate to be that person to be like, oh, it was the refs, but it was
Nigga,
bad.
the refs were terrible.
It was bad. Like, they actually, like,
Terrible.
they were up for a second, and they were down by, like, 2 or 3 points, and down by 4, then, like, they were tied, and the refs were really, like
Like,
bad.
the refs were really, really bad. Like, really
they
bad.
called jump ball when somebody knocked it out of bounds. Like called jump ball. Nigga wasn't even looking. Like, he was, I don't even know how he could have even seen it.
But when they say the refs be bad and all that, right? I get it, right? But not for the other team?
No, they bad all around. Okay, let me.
Bad
It's one ref. The nigga doesn't cross half court. As a ref, you have to follow the game up and down the floor.
So
the nigga does not cross half court.
But this is what Keem is basically saying. So basically,
It's
the ref.
Sounds like it's even to me.
Nah,
No.
bro.
The thing is, no. Well, this is the thing. The ref doesn't like specific people on their team. Like, he actually doesn't. Like, he has
like most refs.
right. So, but he ain't like the couple people on their team for a minute.
For a while, before
but
this league.
on the flip side,
They got
because
history.
the calls get so bad, some people on their team get like super worked up to the point where like they kind of not stop playing, but they make a lot of bad decisions and be wanting to cuss the refs out and fight the refs and do all this.
And niggas be like
Technical
backcourt arguing with the ref, the team running the other way. I'm like, yo, like
Maybe you're playing no more.
he called it already. Like nigga get back. Like
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know. I'm done with that league though. That's my last time playing in that league.
It's over.
It's over with.
It gets out of hand.
Amazing.
So music, a lot of music dropped actually last week. Surprisingly, I don't know why so much dropped, but Thug dropped. Did y'all get a chance to listen to that?
I listened to the first 2 songs.
First 2
That's about
songs.
the same for me. I skimmed through it. Like,
First 2
boom,
songs.
boom, boom. Like it's literally like probably the first 4.
I fuck with it. I fuck with I think it's 19 songs. I fuck with like 10 of them. Like, he shot about 50% from the field with me. But the songs I do fuck with, I fuck with tough though. Like the opening track, Just How It Is, Bad, Bad, Bad. Surf with him and Gunna is fire. Yeah, it was pretty much what I expected out of a Thug project right now. QC dropped their project, which was like 36
That's
songs
out.
or some shit like that.
Yeah, I couldn't. I was not about to.
Yeah,
do
I
that.
wouldn't listen to it. No,
I'm gonna get around to them though. I'm gonna get around to them just like through the youth and all the youth that surround me. They go, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody, whatever's
Yeah.
cracking is gonna come through.
Exactly.
But
Whatever.
I'm not playing no 36 like QC. Like,
Whatever is fire, they gonna end up playing it in the club, and I'll end up hearing it that way. But I'm not listening to 36 songs from QC. Only artist that's getting 36 songs out of me is Chris Brown.
Damn. I don't think I listened to his
I
album.
didn't even like. You liked. You actually really.
Well, I did listen to his
I
album.
did
I
like
listened
I
to the
listened
whole
to the
album.
album. I didn't. It wasn't like.
I liked it.
It was cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I can't really do that.
Like
I didn't even listen
Chris
to the like I
Brown,
said. I didn't even check the whole Dreamville shit out. Like I can't listen to.
I actually.
Dreamville project wasn't even that long.
Yeah.
It seemed like a lot of artists then.
It was a lot of artists, but it wasn't.
Compilation. Seemed like a
It was
compilation.
good.
Yeah.
It was
I
solid,
just-
solid like 4 or 5
can't do it.
songs.
Can't do that.
You like the Dynasty album, didn't you?
Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah.
Same concept.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's too much music. I listen to too much shit to where, like, certain things, it seems like scribble scrabble. I'll put that to the side. I'll get to that later.
Listen to the beginning.
Do y'all think like the lack of rollouts makes it more demanding on the consumer to be able to like listen to all this music? Because it's like I don't know when shit is coming out. Like I'm not anticipating it because niggas just drop now. So it's like music just come out and without any build up or anticipation. Like
Yeah.
now it's just there. Like, and it's either you listen to it or you just don't, or you don't hear it. You get what I'm saying? Like before.
That's what the playlist is. Like, yeah, that's why the playlist is so strong.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like before, I remember I used to wait like for albums to come out because I would know 4 or 5 months in advance. Oh, T.Y. is dropping an album, or Wayne is dropping an album, or Nelly is dropping an album. But like now,
Would it?
niggas tell you a week out, yo, my project coming out next Friday, and then it's like 3 more people dropping, and it's like I'm not about to listen to all this shit.
But
Like,
would it have something to do with how easily accessible it is to just get all the music? Like before, I don't know how far back you're going, but I just feel like before we were only getting our music from certain places. Now it's just like everywhere. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like the return on investment on that don't make sense to spend your
That
own
much.
money to
Yeah.
market yourself when you got 20 other motherfuckers that's about to share the same platform as you anyways. Like,
yeah, but it's like I don't know. I feel like not having a rollout doesn't work for everybody. Like I don't think everybody should do that.
yeah, the right artists, they learning the game right now too. It's so new. They seeing people do it, and they, like I said, they trying not to capitalize most time on their momentum that they already built up, or just their name, whatever that is.
Because who made it popular? Like, was it Beyonce?
It gotta be, yeah.
Beyonce, right?
Yeah.
Her album dropped before Drake's, right?
one?
Yeah,
If you read
yeah.
this, it's too late because Drake's shit was
yeah,
like 2
yeah,
in the morning.
for sure, yeah, it was.
So hers was before Drake.
Yeah,
Okay,
hers
so
was that December.
yeah, so them two, Beyonce on a mainstream, I guess, platform, and I would say Drake more towards hip hop, like as far as niggas trying to do it that way. But I don't think that shit works for everybody because it's like if you a second tier, third tier type rapper and you just drop out of nowhere and it's bad, like we don't give a fuck about it. If you built up some type of anticipation, I would say over the coming months, like at least your core fans like will still fuck with it just because they've been waiting so long. It's kind of like the J. Cole thing. Like when J. Cole did the rollout For Your Eyes Only, right? I didn't like that project. I'm a huge J. Cole fan. I didn't like that project. But just off the strength of the fact that I knew that it was coming, he did the dope documentary, he did all that shit. I tried hard to like that shit. Like I listened to the motherfucker about 5-6 times, and I was like, I can't get with it. Like,
but like, I mean, just like Keem said, like it's the money you have to put into that. A lot of people like that's a lot.
It don't make sense for most people, so I wouldn't put too much into doing that, like rollouts.
Yeah.
Fuck all that, like, you know what I mean? You
got
the internet, your internet, your
social
page, your
media
rollout
stuff,
down there
yeah.
now. Like, that's
Yeah.
a rollout.
Times have changed, and now it's like, you know, everybody's still announcing their stuff. It's just not the same type in the same type of way. Now everybody, you know, they'll post a cover or whatever it is on social media.
Yeah. Who else dropped? Ruchi dropped. You get a chance to listen to that? I haven't listened to it yet. How you feel about it?
That motherfucker for me. All right, so just like embodies his brand for sure, for one, and just the scene right now of LA.
Mm-hmm.
I think he stayed in his own lane for the most part. I don't really like, but you know he is he also a Salvadorian, so he had like the, you know, YG got the like loco shit. They making that a sound right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think YG was the first one though. I forget old boy name, but he had that in there. But it still fits his brand and everything more so than anybody else that's done it.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the only like thing I was like, he could have went around it, but it made sense a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
you.
Other than that, that shit hard, dog. He got a couple tracks that just hit right to the core for me. So it's like once I find tracks like that on the album, it's like my album, because now I'm going into every other track a little more deeper, like just trying to get more in depth with it.
Yeah, I definitely got to tap in with it. Somebody else just dropped. Oh, Snoop dropped. I was listening to that on the way here.
How is that meant to?
I fuck with it. I fuck with Snoop. Like, I fuck with Snoop because Snoop is always gonna be Snoop. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, Snoop is the nigga on the team that no matter how old he get, like, he always gonna give you like 13, 14 points a game, like 5 rebounds. Like, he gonna do his job. He gonna do his job. You feel me? And I fuck with it. Him and Lil Duval got a New Jack Swing song on there. That shit had me dying laughing, but I fuck with it though. Like, Snoop is always gonna stay true to Snoop. He got a song on there where he basically addressing his relationship with Suge that I thought was dope. He was basically saying like they cool now, like they been cool. He, you know, acknowledged that Suge was on bullshit, but he fucked with him for, you know, creating Death Row, because at the end of the day, like, that's etched in history. Like,
right.
He was talking about that. He was talking about the whole unity thing, as far as the whole ragtime movement that LA is or has been trying to do since the passing of Nip. So I don't know. I fuck with it so far. I think I'm majority of the way through. I want to say it's like 22. It's a long ass project. It's like 22 songs. I think I listened to like 12 so far. But I fuck with it. I fuck with Snoop.
I got a funny story about that, right? So about a month, 6 weeks ago, when I'm on the road with Q, we go after the show. This is a moment for me, like I was able to smoke with Snoop and shit, right?
Oh, that's
so like
crazy.
I'm fanboy in that bitch. I'm acting cool regular. It's cool, but for me, I'm like, oh man, you know what I mean? Like I hope I can live till the next day so I can tell the story. So boom, that right there was a moment for me, right? Doing that. But at the same time, he was playing at the time this music that just came out. It was unreleased. So he playing this shit and this shit crazy. It's like it's few of them songs is just too hard to me. And so when he released this album, I was offended a little bit because I was thinking that I'm hearing some like shit that nobody's.
It's never coming out.
Yeah. Like he saying shit about Suge. He said some other shit. He said something else about somebody. But I just didn't think this shit was coming out. If it was, no time soon. So
yeah.
So when I seen like the goddamn rollout start like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, a week after motherfucking I got back home, I was like, man, fuck that moment. Fuck that moment. They out there playing. I thought we was getting unreleased though.
You thought you had a moment.
Man, so that, you know what I mean? I listened to that with a little grain of salt.
All right, let's see. What else we got? Sports, the next thing?
Sports. So the big topic, Jay-Z partnering with the NFL. Good old Jay-Z.
How y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about his statements?
Well, I think that the one thing I don't agree with, and he was saying, I'm going to butcher this, but he was basically saying how Kaepernick initial statement was just basically to make to bring awareness to the injustice of people of color, and now what's the next step? He was like, that's the message, and now what's the next step? My thing is, the message, I feel like there's always an initial message, but as time goes on, as they persecute him, I think the message changes a little bit, or the narrative changes a little bit. Mm-hmm. And I do feel, I mean, it's Jay-Z, so I'm interested to see where he takes this, because obviously he's amazing with entertainment, and I'm just, because I think, I don't know what the deal was, but I think he gets like hands-on with entertainment within the NFL, so I know that there's a lot of things he's going to be able to incorporate with that, especially within the Super Bowl.
And he's planning to be part owner of a team.
He's planning, right. But until that happens, as of right now, he's just on the entertainment side with the NFL. So I don't know. I'm interested to see where he's taking it, because I feel like it's Jay-Z, so he's going to have some type of good direction. But the other side of me is like, I just feel like there's so many other ways that he could have, I still think it's a money opportunity. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, well, no, it's Jay-Z. Like, no, it's still a money move. I just feel like a part of me is almost like, you didn't need that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't know.
You didn't need, I don't get, that's the argument. I don't know too much about all this, but from what I'm seeing, the little chit chatter, the bullshit people talking about, I'm trying to figure out how you upset for this. Like, from what I'm hearing, people wanted Kaepernick to be involved in this room. They wanted Kaepernick to be involved with Jada had a conversation with him.
I don't understand. Yeah.
No,
right?
I don't know. I didn't hear that part. If that's the case, then I would definitely have loved for him to be more involved, or see if Jay-Z can incorporate, Cap in some type of way. I would love that. But from my understanding, it was they're basically saying that Jay-Z is able to, well, anybody could have done it, but not anybody. But he's able to capitalize off of what Kaepernick, I guess, initially is fighting for.
Yeah. Okay, I get it a little bit, but still though, people gotta get out their feelings.
Yeah. I'm just not like gonna discredit Hove that easy just because like we don't know what he's doing. And for the video clip that he had, he was basically saying like the whole point of him kneeling was to bring awareness. Like, we're all aware of...
That was the initial point.
We're all aware of what the issue is, correct? Everybody's aware? That's what he was asking. Everybody's aware? We're all aware. Okay. So the next point of action is to figure out something else. Like, and so I just find it interesting that a lot of people that I see on the internet, Twitter, what have you, saying, the only way to change the system is to be the system. Like, we don't need all these kids trying to be athletes. Some of them could be politicians, they could be lawyers, etc. Like, when he inserts himself in the world of people who have shown injustice to these athletes to try to make change, possibly, I'm going to assume that's what he's there for. I'm going to assume that he inserted himself into that world to be able to make change, because that's the only way you can, really. Then it's a lot of backlash, and I just don't understand it, considering that, like, this is day one of this information being revealed. You get what I'm saying? It's not like he been in this position for a year and haven't done shit. Like, people just talking.
Okay, but then you talk about, how when people talk about integration and segregation, and like, it's like, at some point, like, the NFL is not going to change. The NFL is not going to change. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what Jay-Z is going to do.
We can't say that though.
All right, the NFL is not going to change.
We can't say that because after the
NFL's not. Let's just be honest. The NFL is not going to change.
And with that attitude, it never will. With the whole ownership. With the whole ownership situation in the NBA with Donald Sterling, like, that vastly changed the NBA.
That vastly changed it because how it came out. Don't get it twisted. That changed because how Donald Sterling stuff came out, and they had to make a decision, because now it's like, oh shit, we're on the forefront. It's making us look bad. We don't want nothing to do with that. Don't think that's not something that still doesn't happen. It just happened to come out.
A whole like possible franchise having to just
We can't
pause.
go down with him.
Like they was about to pause their season, right?
The whole league was. The players got behind it. That's what I'm saying. And NFL players like.
But mind you, they knew that stuff was going on. Like I told you, it's the way it came out, which happened to make some type of change. Everybody knew that was going on. They knew he had been that way. It's just the only person close enough to actually get him out was his girl. To put that message out.
And when y'all say NFL changing or whatnot, changing to what? What would you like the NFL? What would y'all like to see the NFL change into?
I'm just like, I don't ever want another Kaepernick situation again. Like,
what's that?
To where the NFL can blackball one player because of his beliefs on a certain issue. Like, at the end of the day, freedom of speech is being able to not stand up for the national anthem. Okay. And for these, I'm generalizing, but I will say conservative owners who stand by this being America and all that type of shit, like you should believe in the Constitution. If that's the case, if you hold America so dear, like the freedom of speech is one of the foundations of this country. So I don't understand why you got a problem with somebody not wanting to stand for the national anthem. And Colin Kaepernick is what, 30 teams in the NFL? Colin Kaepernick is better than 15 like second string quarterbacks. Like he can play second string on a lot of teams right now. So I'm just not understanding.
I actually hate the fact that they push for Cap to still play. I really like Cap. I really like Cap. And I would love to see him play, but part of me is just like, he's not going to play. I don't know why.
But I'm saying if he wants to play, he should be able to play.
Right.
He should be able to play. And also on this note with Hove, like people are ignoring the fact that like as far as well, not playing, but as far as like the dealings of Kaepernick and the NFL go, like he took the settlement. Like, why are we ignoring that?
We don't know if he took the settlement. They actually had a story about that. We do not know if he actually took the settlement. He was offered the settlement. And no, I take that back. The settlement wasn't even that much. I think his settlement was.
It was $10 million.
It was $10 million, and most of that went to lawyer fees because they fought for that settlement for what 4 or 5 years. Most of that went to lawyer fees.
So why not keep fighting? Why take that? If you're not gonna play anyway.
I don't know, but I'm not about to lead with those assumptions that way. You know what I mean, that's just a road of assumptions.
I'm not leading with no assumptions anyway. All I'm looking at is this objectively. We don't know what Hove is doing because he hasn't been in position to do it yet. We don't know if he can or cannot make a difference, but I'm gonna look on the positive side, and I'm not gonna assume that things are gonna stay the same if people are pressing like this hard. Something has got to give eventually at some point. That's all I'm saying.
What is gonna give? I honestly, what do you think would be?
I don't know.
That's the part I'm saying. Like,
what do you think is going to change?
I want to know. Yeah, what is the change? I'm sorry, my fault. My apologies. What is the change?
I don't know. I don't know, King.
Are you one of the people that argue it though?
Huh?
You argue?
Do I argue what?
As far as like the Kaepernick situation, you got a problem with it, right?
I have a problem with them blackballing him for that reason. Yes, I do.
And you don't even know what he's fighting for.
Injustice, social injustice.
Okay, and what you want to change is players to be able to kneel.
No.
That's something.
Cap is fighting for social injustice around the world, but he's also within that fight. He's also trying to make it possible so that the league doesn't, scrutinize you for being able to speak your mind or on your viewpoints or back any type of organization that you want to back. And they do, kind of feel that they govern that or have a certain say or control over the players because of what they provide for them. So there's things that even as little as what they can wear, what they can say, what they can promote, what they, it's always been that unspoken thing where they can't do certain things because the league wasn't wanting to, and it shouldn't be that way. So Cap is, within him kneeling came another fight within the league.
Yeah, okay. If we'll see how this changes then. Yeah, I'm with you though. I don't see where it changes much.
I don't know. All right, what else we got?
Marcus Cousins was torn ACL.
DeMarcus Cousins, goddamn, bro, this nigga
That's what happened?
made of glass. God, this nigga can't stay healthy for nothing. That shit sad, but
hey man, he got rich in the league. Shout out to you, man. Go live a blessed life now.
that shit is sad.
You are more than
Live a
basketball.
blessed life.
I don't even want to talk about that. WNBA 2K. Who put this shit on here?
I put it on there because I'm tired of seeing the memes and I'm tired of the disrespect.
It's supposed to be a WNBA 2K?
No, they're adding the WNBA teams and players to the game.
Hell no.
I swear to God.
Hell no.
I swear to God.
I
I swear to God.
No, y'all crazy.
Bruh, oh my God. I hate the way they playing women. I hate the way they doing women.
And
That's
it's
crazy.
I'm
man.
fine. I'm fine with it. But the only
Fuck? For what?
because I listen. I know that they
That's sick.
that we as a country we on this inclusivity
That's
wave.
sick. Nah,
and
fuck that. That's sick.
Why can't they add
added
women to the
NBA 2K?
Yeah, why can't they add women to the game?
Why didn't you just get their own game then?
Because nobody's gonna buy it, Keem. Nobody goes.
So why the fuck are they in the car with us?
Because they trying to they trying to build support. They trying to build support. I want y'all to know that we can't full out watch videos while we recording because can't nobody else see that but us.
We'll put the link in
She lying.
the comments.
Um,
Put the link in the comments.
so they trying to promote it and help build it. That's
bullshit.
they gotta attach it to something. It's like if
I'm all for girls.
it's like if you sign an artist that's not popping, you try to attach them to the most popping artist on your label, get them a hit single. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get them a hit single. Inclusivity.
Yeah.
Exclusivity.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Exclusively.
That's
Inclusivity.
sad, man. That's just sad. That's sad.
It's sad.
That's sad.
Why it's
Why
sad?
is that sad?
Who's supposed to play with them?
And
Who's
what?
supposed to play with
Wait,
them?
listen. And what about
Who they beat?
Let me ask you a question.
Why is it sad?
What about the
Let me know
women?
your
What about the
sexist
women?
viewpoint. Why is it sad?
What about the women that play 2K?
Hold on. The woman that play 2K?
What about the women that play 2K?
Go get a fucking woman 2K then.
No.
Go get the woman 2K. Why you right here?
You don't have
Why
to
you
play
right
with them. It's not
here?
like it's integrated where you
It's
have
like
to pick a
this is
woman
like
player. It's,
that's women coming into the man's cave. Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing here?
How much do you think WNBA 2K would sell, King?
I'm not about to do this. I'm not about
And
to
Allie, how much do y'all think WNBA 2K would sell?
I'm not about to do this.
Do you think they will?
Are they gonna be able
you think
to
they
play
will
against
recoup?
the men's teams?
No, I don't know if you could do that yet. I don't know if you could do that. You can?
I can't wait.
Oh, so I guess you can.
I'm about to start playing 2K just because of this.
Listen,
That's what I'm saying,
as
though.
long as it's not unrealistic, I don't care. Like that's what I'm saying. So
They
like,
better have
if they add,
everybody
if
So
they,
what can we say to them though? Get your bitch ass out the way. Can we say that? That's how niggas be talking.
Do y'all talk like that in the game?
yeah,
Yeah, like
The players can?
no. He mean like on the mic, like on the headset,
So what? Yeah, you could say that.
so if I'm playing you, Ali, I can be like,
Good sportsmanship of the game.
All right.
Yes, you could do that.
I listen. I just want it to be realistic. That I don't care that they add them to the game. I just want it to be realistic. I don't want like when we playing online. I don't want no like bitches dunking on me. I don't want none of that. I don't.
you know that's coming.
But it shouldn't though.
It's a false. Oh, that's
Because
crazy,
2K has been like the most realistic basketball game, I don't know, for like the last 10, 15 years. So with that being said, just maintain the realism. That's all I ask. You can add the women. I don't care. That's cool. Because I know that it's women that play 2K, and I think that it's dope that, you know, with they playing my players or whatever, that they get to choose the option of having a man or a woman. But just maintain the element of realism. That's all I ask. But I'm fine with it.
Now you got females that's about to be. Look at all the ladies that buy 2K for their dudes. Now you got females that are buying it.
Okay, first of all.
That's what I'm saying. Look what we doing.
Yeah, all right.
Y'all some haters.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Damn, man.
All right, Nike changed its policy
Beta.
for pregnant athletes.
Nike changed their policy for pregnant athletes. Allison Felix was mainly the one that kind of spearheaded this. A lot of times, and I don't know how it is for all, but like within the Olympic circuit, Nike and even other brands will penalize women for getting pregnant at a certain time. And I think for Nike, they were trying to drop her contract to like 70%.
That's fucked up.
Because, you lose out on money if you're not able to run or not able to but if you're not able to run the times that they want you to run or go the place that they need you to go and the time that you have to take off. So I think, I forget what Allison did, but she had them sign some type of agreement saying that they're not going to do that. So they ended up changing their policy overall. So they won't penalize women. I think it's for a certain amount of time after they have the baby for the amount of money that they may or may not lose. So I think that's really amazing.
That's
shout
dope.
out to Nike for doing that. And shout out to Allison Felix, actually, not Nike. I'm sorry, not Nike, because Nike would have never even did that. It had to be somebody like Allison Felix to get that changed. So shout out to her for doing that.
Nike did it though, right?
They weren't going to do it for nobody else. That is their top athlete for the last 10 years. They were not female athlete. No, female athlete. Period.
Who's Serena signed with?
I don't know if she has. I mean, she's worn Nike. I don't know if she
I
has.
think she was Jordan, right?
Serena? No, I don't think she was Jordan. I think she's a Nike athlete.
I think she was Jordan.
I don't
She
know.
was Jordan. Yeah.
I don't know.
But Allison has been Nike athlete since she was like 18, 19. She's always been an athlete. So there was nobody else that would have got that deal. And she just had her baby last year. So
Shout out to Allison Felix.
yeah.
Shifting the needle.
Yeah.
She's a track.
What's that?
She ran track.
She
ran track. Former Trojan.
Oh, her. Oh,
Yeah.
she the top female?
Yeah, she's been pro since she was she still went to USC and graduated, but she turned pro within her freshman year.
Yeah.
And she's been she's like, female athlete of all.
Okay. Dope.
All right. Joe Budden, Nicki Minaj. I'm behind on that podcast, so I didn't hear it.
I know. I probably shouldn't even put it down there. I just actually saw when Joe Budden, I don't even know whose podcast it was, Joe Budden, Remy Ma.
That's State of the Culture if Remy Ma was on there.
Okay, yeah, they were talking about it. So I probably shouldn't put it down because I don't know as much information about it. I guess Nicki Minaj kind of went off on Joe Budden and I think a few other people.
She was on the Joe Budden podcast.
Huh?
She was on the Joe Budden podcast.
Did she go off on him on his podcast?
She was on his
Dang.
podcast.
No, it was Korean Radio.
And she was on the podcast. They did a swap. Okay. I didn't see it. I'm behind on it, so I don't really have any information on that to talk
Dang.
about.
Well, maybe
I
need
mean,
to-
that's just catty shit. Isn't
Yeah.
it? That was
Yeah.
nothing. That was some catty shit.
All right, let's move into some hot topics. Let's see. Eva Marcel.
Okay, so she was actually speaking, and I don't know how to feel about this. I can't say if I'm mad yet. So Eva Marcel used to date Kevin McCall.
Mm-hmm.
She used to date him. I don't know if they were ever married or engaged, but she has a daughter by him. I want to say baby girl is like 5 or 6. I don't know. She's not a baby anymore, but she has a daughter by him. The daughter has his last name. Now, just to give you some background on it, I think he was like, verbally, physically abusive to her. They don't have the greatest relationship. Matter of fact, I want to say while she was pregnant, they became estranged. Fast forward, she's talking, and she's basically announcing how she got married. She got married this really, cool guy, has a son with him. And she basically said how everybody has the last name Sterling, I believe. She's like, except for whatever her baby girl's name is, except for her. So she finally made the decision. She felt it was right, and their husband felt it was right to change the baby girl's last name. I don't know if they ever asked Kevin. I doubt he actually would agree to that. But how do you feel? Like
That's wild.
And the only reason I say it's wild because, okay, knowing some of their history, even with knowing some of their history, I can't rightfully say yeah, she should have done that just because it just seems so.
Well, I don't know the details of the situation, but if it's a situation where he's not in the child's life and he ain't around, and she's with this guy and he provides and he's there, he's a father figure to her daughter, then she changed the name, that's fine. But if he is in that baby's life at all, in any aspect, I'm turning shit over in the house if you fucking change my daughter name.
The judge granted it too.
The judge granted? That's crazy.
Judge
I mean, it
granted
must be something. He must be on record or something. He must have got some of them cases might be real.
I gotta look more into that
because something for him. I don't know how the judges.
I'ma just assume that Well, I don't want to assume that he's not in that baby's life, but he been on social media always be reaching out to his kid through.
That's what I'm saying. So right. I don't know how much she's in the baby girl's life, but he doesn't strike me as a type that doesn't want to be in her life.
Yeah.
But I understand that they have had a rocky past. But the fact that she was like, I thought it was right, my husband thought it was right, so we changed her last name and she's officially something Sterling. And I was like, oh.
No, that's tough,
wow.
but shit, man. Hey, you got to charge that to the game, champion.
Nah, fuck that.
I'm saying like you got to charge it to the game, or you about to.
If I find that, nah,
Change
bro.
your baby girl last name.
If my baby mama changed my child name to another nigga name, they'll wake up with my car parked in the living room.
I can imagine that.
I drive that motherfucker through the house.
But it had to be something. There's what I'm saying.
Like, it had to be. I'm assuming it's something because that's just that's a wild decision for you to make. Like if it's not something else going on.
Yeah.
I gotta look more into that. That's actually interesting.
So that's bad. Like, but is she married now too? Yeah, man. Hey, if I was the husband, I wouldn't even allow that to happen.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, like nah.
She said she
I'm
felt
not
it was
doing
right,
that.
and he felt it was right.
Yeah, nah, champion. I don't know. That baby go get your last name if anything. But don't put that name in front of me.
Yeah.
Okay. Should you
beat your kids?
Should you beat your kids? I put that.
What?
Why should you beat? I don't think you should beat your kids.
You see where she went with it? All I asked was, should you beat your kids? She said, why should you? I don't think you should be. All I asked was, should you beat your kids?
Mm-hmm.
You see how quickly
this is true.
Assumptions.
Please get sexist on me.
No, you see, she made another assumption. That's 2 assumptions in 30 seconds. All I did, I didn't lead it nowhere. All I did was ask an objective question.
I can't do this.
Should you beat your kids?
I don't think you should beat your kids. I do think you should come close to that.
Okay, so we're getting into semantics. So we're getting into semantics now. What do you think you should do, Ellie? Should you whoop your kids?
Yes, you should whoop your kids.
Okay.
What I mean, like, what?
I done seen some beatings, and I'll be like,
Whoop your kids for what, though?
I think a scenario. I think it depends. I mean, and what classifies as whooping? Like,
hand the ass, belt the ass, shoot the ass.
Switch off the tree.
Switch the ass.
I think anytime your kid is disrespectful, you should
strike them.
No, not strike them.
Nigga said strike them.
You should strike them, but that needs to be an option. I don't think you should always. I don't think every time your kid is doing something disrespectful or doing something wrong that you should just initially, start whooping him. But that should always be an option. One of the options. I do think there's different ways that you should punish kids.
But should an ass whooping be one of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Hey, listen. I grew up on them. I believed in them for a long time. I do not stand by that shit no more though.
Really?
Nah, cause that shit Cause I've just been into like rebuilding myself and shit, like just the mindset, right? And that is some slave shit.
It is.
Like, and we treat it like some slave shit. If you do that, I'm gonna beat your ass. We talk to the kids. Like, we don't even realize what we're really doing. Actually, if you put your fucking hands on that, we threaten them before we leave the house, before we go take our nap and they're gonna be up. If y'all make any goddamn more noise than them, I'm gonna come in there and beat your ass. That's just fear we keep. You know what I'm saying? Fear tactics.
You don't have to say that.
You don't think
but that's how we do though.
You don't think you better for it?
No. Listen. No. I don't. Honestly, I don't. Honestly, I think that we accustomed to more pain for it, and it make it seem like we better.
Traumatized,
yeah, for sure. Yeah. This is bullshit.
Where do you think
whooping is bullshit?
Where do you think you'd be had you not had that type of discipline?
I've probably been more vocal, actually, because I'm shutting up because I'm out of fear. Like,
okay.
Let me not step out of line. You know what I mean?
So you don't plan on whooping your kids?
Shit. Listen, I'm not saying I won't ever whoop them. Yeah. I'm going to practice to not whoop them.
Uh-huh.
That makes
and
sense.
if it comes to like, because I feel like people who do it's like an imbalance with you. It's an imbalance with the person too. Like parents take shit out on kids.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And it's quick to smack or do that. Like, and it says more about the parent to me. Because it's other methods to get this same message across. But your patience, depending on your schedule, your life, your wife situation, all that, you acting out. Like your little, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not cool. So I'm not saying I won't do it because it makes me feel like I'm going to be a perfect man. And no. So I'll probably it'll be a couple whoopings.
You're just not going to jump to it like you
at all. I'm going to try to
That makes sense though. I didn't get a lot of whoopings. First of all, my parents don't curse. They don't curse. I know, right? Like,
That's
my parents
crazy.
don't curse. Well, I think now my dad does a little bit because of me. But no, they didn't. Like even growing up, and I got hit more so than whoopings. Like if we did something bad, like we might get punched in the back or like
Strike.
yeah. Like I got hit, but I didn't get like a bunch. Nothing we did. My sister got more whoopings, but nothing I did ever warranted that. Like I was actually a pretty decent kid, so nothing warranted like me to get like. Not that it ever should, I guess, warrant for you to get like beings like that, but usually, you know.
Did you get punished? Did you get disciplined though?
Oh, I always got disciplined, and it would change up. But depending on what it was, if they didn't have the time, then yeah, I did. Like I got more. I think I got a few more whoopings when I was little. Then as like for some reason as I started getting older, like my dad would like punch us. He punched us in the arm, not in like a crazy way, but just in a way where we're like, all right, we got to change. And my mom always smacked us on the lips. I used to hate that. Like if we said something, like if we said something.
For them not to be cursing, it's some.
No, if we said something smart, like I don't know, if we just said something smart, she would just come from like a smack. They would, my mom would do that. But no, so we didn't. I didn't get like a lot of whoopings, but I'm definitely going. That, like I said, that's going to be an option. But we had a lot of punishments. We had to like stand in corners. We had to write things 200 times. We had to, you know, I will not hit my sister.
There's ways to get that message across, man. How about you?
I would try to find other options before I did that. But it's definitely not off the table. Like, but I'm a look for other ways to try to
That motherfucker not off the table.
Yeah. I'm definitely trying to look for other ways to discipline my kids before I put my hands on them.
Yeah, not like I got nephews. I know I got nephews and shit, right?
Yeah.
And my nephews, especially one of them, he can like. And that's what I'm saying. Just me through learning myself, I learned so much about him, right? Because I would have been quick to whoop his ass. Because I'm taking everything he doing as a sign of disrespect, and it don't be that. You know what I'm saying? Like most times it don't be that. Sometimes this kid is nobody, but what he was, who he was born.
Teachings.
Like he is mama, he is daddy. Yeah. Really, like you know what I'm saying? 'Cause you look at his mom and daddy, they got some of the same traits. Like so now you got that part. This kid is probably acting out. But it's better ways to discipline them. A whooping, like, turn kids up. Like, sometimes they're, not in the moment, but to where, like, they take that as love. Like, okay, if I'm not getting in trouble, then it's not enough, you know, I'm not getting enough attention, too. So I got to do something to get this attention. I'll take the whooping for the attention. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But,
That makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm exhaust all other options, but sometimes I feel like sometimes you need your ass beat.
Come on,
like few and far between. It's few and far between, but there are some moments in which like you need your ass beat. And I feel like with boys it might come as they get a little bit older, like when they're around that 13, 14-year-old age, when they just get into high school, they start feeling themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna come a time where, you know, like you look at your son.
Yeah,
and
I'll
like,
put him on his pockets, like she said.
Yeah, like I'm a fuck you up, like just so you know what it is.
You got,
like,
that's all you gotta do sometimes.
Yeah.
Just, hey, boom. It's like, you know, like every quarter or something.
Yeah.
What's the craziest,
Like I said, every quarter.
what's the craziest thing you've done as a, I guess as a child, not a young adult, child. So maybe junior high, elementary school. Like, what's the craziest thing you've done that, like, I feel like we might have talked about this, but that got you a whooping.
See, the worst shit I did never got me in trouble. I mean, never got me a whooping. I would get grounded. Like for the big, like really like bad shit, I didn't get like beat like that. And to be honest, my mama didn't whoop me a lot. Only time my mama whooped me is if I ever like really, really got on her nerves, like reaching the back seat like type shit. But other than that, I mean, I didn't really get in a whole lot of trouble. I got my ass whooped one time real bad by my grandma that I remember because I was on some weird shit. I think I might have been like 6. They told me no about something. I threw a rock in the house. I didn't throw it at them, but I just threw it somewhere in the house. And my next move was to run upstairs and hide under the covers like they wasn't gonna come find me. And I remember the scene of the covers being pulled back and the hand coming down, and that's all I remember after that. I got fucked up. But to answer your question, out of the bad shit that I did, like the really bad shit I used to do, I never got whooped for it. I got shit taken away, but I never got whooped for it.
That's amazing shit. Nah, Nah, cause I got me a good. Yeah, for sure. And actually, my mom would be more than my pops. When my pops with me, that's another story. But my mom's with me. But this time, this is first grade, and for like a week straight, I was coming home. I'm getting a whooping by my. One of them days I got a whooping at the same time. They both whooping me, right? You know what I'm saying? They both holding my hands, one hand in piece, and whooping my ass. Right? I'm not even understanding that. And right, this is first grade too, and because I had fought my teacher in first grade for sure. I think I told the story on here.
You needed your ass whooped.
You didn't tell this story.
I fought my teacher in first grade at Grant Elementary in Long Beach, and I did that right, and she's an older lady. I ended up throwing the chair behind her leg. She fell back on the shit. This is no lie right here. My mama can vouch for all this. She falls back on the chair. I then pick up, them little ass chairs and I'm little too though, but whatever. Still though, I pick up another chair and I go smack with that motherfucker twice.
Oh,
right.
Oh, you.
No, this is the real shit. This is no lie, right? So
No wonder you got
first grade,
bruh.
Hey, listen,
you needed your
I
ass
would
whooped.
expect not to live after. Like I just knew my dad would. Oh yeah. Oh
Hey,
wow.
So now I'm. You don't understand why I did that though, because
This
she
nigga
saw
thought
this
he was
kid
Stone
named
Cold
Lucky.
Steve
This kid
Austin.
named Lucky. We getting read a book. She's in the front of the class. We all lined up. I'm sitting next to Lucky, and this nigga keeps pinching the fuck out of me, right? And I'm knowing she's seeing this shit. Hey, I'm knowing she's seeing this shit. So like my personality, I'm a good nigga. I don't like fighting and like that. But at the minute I ain't stopping once I start.
Yeah.
So he pinched me too much. I just jumped up on him, fighting him now in front of the group. So she gets up immediately and runs to the phone, and that's what put me in panic mode. And that's when I swung the chair at her shit, picked the chair up, swung it at her, and she fell back, and I came over, clack, and I run. And I go run outside, hop in the trash can. This is facts, dog. I run outside, hop in the trash can. At this time, my mom was walking me to school, right? I'm going way off topic now. Keep me on topic, though. My mama walking me to school forward. And so now my mama comes to the school. My mama the type of mama, though, it don't matter what I did wrong, she gonna blame it on
the teacher
or whoever first.
Yeah.
Right? And so she did that shit. She come in, she tripping. What the fuck y'all do to my son? And I'm going along with it too. Nah, this, that. Right? But she tripped on them, but got home because I got kicked out. They expelled me from the school district.
Yeah.
Yeah, they expelled me
From the district?
Yeah.
Expelled me from the school district. Bro, listen.
Assaulted the teacher.
This is the funniest part. This is not the funniest part of the story, but this is facts again. I had to get bus to a school called Star. It's a school called Star. When I got there, it's only like probably 8 bungalows, a driveway full of rocks, right, and there's glass cut up in between the rocks, right. 8 bungalows. I'm in the classroom with like teenagers. Niggas got beards.
You 7?
No, I'm not even 7 in first grade. I'm not 7. Hell no.
Well, I was assuming this was after first grade. Oh, so you said you
first grade. No, that when I got expelled out.
Okay, when in the first grade, you usually 6, like 6 or 7.
Yeah, whatever. 6 or 7, yeah.
So you in there with 13, 14-year-olds.
Motherfucker got beard, bro. No.
Continuation school?
Yes, I guess so.
Oh, okay, all right.
It's like, and I get there. You got to take one shoe off, throw it in the closet. I'm not lying. Like I call my mama right now. I'm gonna put it on the story on my Instagram about the story. And so, and they was putting all their weed on me and shit. Like when it's like break time, they put all their weed on me, take me to the bathroom, put all their weed on me and shit. And then the teachers would never check me, and they'll check them, and then they'll make me come give them the weed and shit. So I'm coming home crying while I'm getting whooped. I'm getting a whooping every week, all week, and I'm crying like take me out to school. You know what I mean? Like I'm feeling tortured up there.
Yeah.
But I got a whooping all week from my parents. So that's the worst whooping I got for the trouble.
You deserve that.
You deserve that ass whooping.
You deserve that one.
I think that
There's
teacher. I think that teacher deserved what she got too. She watched that boy pinch the shit out of me several times.
Wait, did she watch him pinch the shit out of you?
She seen it. Like
she
gonna let me get picked on all fucking story, the whole story.
No.
But hey, man.
Allie.
What was the top? What were we talking about?
The worst thing
The
that you
worst
did that
whooping.
you got your ass whooped for.
Hey, man.
I never. I'm gonna be very honest with you, and I know I don't even want to hear your response, but
I never did nothing wrong.
no, listen. Most of my whoopings came from my sister. Like my sister was very. I was nothing like how I am today. I was extremely reserved. I followed my sister everywhere. My sister's the older sister. I was a baby. I followed her everywhere. It didn't matter if she told me to climb the house, climb a tree, take our bike. It didn't matter where we were going. I was following her. Literally, everything she told me to do, I would do. The only thing I can remember getting a serious whooping for is when she made me climb on top of the house. Remember those little things that it was like a little stick and you put a little thing on it and you like pull it and it would fly up. You remember those little toys?
Oh yeah. No, I know. It's not a slingshot.
Like
I know what you're talking about.
It like kind of spins up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we had like one of those little toys. I forget how old we were, and we were just playing in the front yard, and it flew on top of the roof. And my dad would always have in the backyard. My dad would always have the ladder up there. So my sister was like, all you got to do is just climb up there and go get it. And so I was like, okay. So I think I was like 4 years old. And so I climbed on top of the roof, and I got like a whooping for that. But it wasn't anything serious. But
What was your first adventure, though?
No, I hated it. I cried. I couldn't even come back down. I didn't know how to come back down.
That's what I'm saying. It's your first adventure. Well,
With
bad experience.
Oh yeah, no, not with my sister. My sister kept us busy. Honestly, I thank her because I don't think my childhood would have been as exciting. Because I was like a little scared kid. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. We're not supposed to do that. My sister was like, skip that. We doing it. We going here. She was crazy. But the one I will remember telling on my sister, and oh my God. I don't even know how the whooping was. I just heard her from the bedroom. My sister she would just act out. She was just crazy. And she got pissed off at my dad for something. And she had already done something. She got a whooping. Got so mad about the whooping that she like spray painted the side of the house. Like literally went out there and was like, shh.
So what do you, so let's see. So
I remember seeing it and I was like, oh my God, he gonna kill her. He gonna kill her. And I remember
You need your ass beat.
He didn't see it till like weeks later. Or maybe it was like a week later. I don't know, but it was just driving by, he didn't see it and he finally was like, what the fuck? And he took her in a room, and I remember
Joe Jackson.
I remember hearing it, and mind you, we're
Joe Jackson.
not junior high, probably like late elementary school. But he took her to the room and closed the door, and I'm like literally sitting outside the room crying, and I'm just like, no, Daddy, don't. Praying for her to come out fine.
Damn.
Yeah, my sister was crazy. My sister, she would just get mad and just do stuff like break. Like she was.
I'm not trying to even make your daddy sound like a crazy man right now, though. But you said if he wasn't whooping y'all, he was punching. So when he took her in that room, like.
No, she got a whooping. No, when we started getting older.
I'm trying to see if he put her in the blender or not.
No, I don't even have. I can't. When he started getting older, like we would say something, and he would just do like that. Like he would hit us, but not like.
Okay.
I mean, it would do it enough where you would feel it for a good like little week, be bruised or whatever. But it wasn't enough to just be like he punching on you.
Okay.
He would just, you would say something like we would say something smart like that, and he would punch us in the back and punch us in the arm. Because I don't know, I don't think we got too old for whoopings. We just never really did anything. It was mainly our mouths that got us in trouble.
No, I just made sure he wasn't playing chess and shit.
Oh no, she got
50 seconds.
Nah, she got a belt or maybe a cord. Yeah, she probably got a belt or a cord with that
Don't
one.
play it, man.
Don't play.
All right.
You're a big dude too. Have you seen? Oh, you haven't seen my dad.
I ain't seen him. No,
My dad's like 6'3", 6'2", like 89. My dad's a big dude. Oh, you seen him? Oh no, you didn't see him.
I saw your dad.
Okay, all right. Yeah, my dad. So.
What is your code? What are your values? You put this in there?
I put that in there.
That sounds like some Keem shit.
No, I actually put that in there.
Okay, go ahead.
I can't be deep.
No.
That's some Keem always asking some brain riddles or some type of
Wow.
shit that's gonna make you sit there and
interested.
think. If a nigga doing a push up at 5 miles per hour, how long
I'm
is it
trying
gonna
to think
take
I'm about to lose it.
for the bus to get to
Oh,
Fresno?
no, keep talking.
That's the type of shit
Okay.
Keem asks you.
You better remember it. You want to go now before we talk about it?
Damn, what the piss me off?
Okay, so codes and values. I was actually interested in wondering what your guys, because I was thinking back. I was talking a lot over the weekend. I was thinking about like things that I value as an individual and what's important to me, and even in the people that I associate myself with, like for me. Well, I'll start with me. For me, I'm extremely big on honesty. Like, I don't care how much it hurts your feeling. I don't care how much it hurts my feelings. I'm extremely big on honesty, and I'm like extremely big on loyalty, like to a fault. Like whoever I mess with, that is who I mess with. Not in a relationship, just as far as even friendship. Like, I'm so loyal. There's people in kindergarten that, didn't mess with my friend, and now they all cool, and I still don't fool with you. Like, I'm loyalty, honesty. Those are like the top two for me. I'm trying to think of some other ones off top, but those are those are the top ones for me. So I was just interested in wondering what your guys' were.
You said our
just values, and morals and stuff like that. Like, what do you?
Nah, for sure, loyalty. Definitely loyalty, but loyalty. I come with. But it's evolving. It's like changing for me though. But we all say loyalty, but then you got to need the definition of what loyalty means to each other. No, to what it means to you though. What does loyalty mean to you? Because I like people like with women, right? I just say for women. I tell women like, I don't want to deal with you if I feel like you loving me more than you love yourself, right?
Yeah.
So she can come off like she loyal to me, but I'm looking at her like you just a weak woman. Don't even love yourself. So
what would be signs of that?
Of what?
Like when you say a woman loves you more than she loves herself, how would she display that?
When she try to pour into me so much,
okay.
But her life is, not, where she trying to push me to be or whatever.
Right.
And be like,
that makes sense. A lot of
capable.
women do that.
A lot of women. I mean, men do too. People, be coming in a little under half, other half a take, and then be trying to like. I've done that. Like I didn't try to pour into somebody, and shit over here for me is not stable.
Right.
And I don't think that's like something I'll call loyalty anymore. But loyalty's one of them. I don't like liars, of course. Big values, big on family. I'm big on like respect is my main thing for sure. Respect and shit. Honest with self. You don't really have to be honest with me. Just be honest with yourself. I like that for people around me.
Okay.
I would probably say trust and loyalty is probably my two biggest things. They kind of go hand in hand in some ways, but then I feel like they don't too. Trust just as far as like I told y'all, like growing up, like I didn't feel like a lot of my immediate family I could go to about certain shit or just to talk about stuff. So like, in any of my relationships, whether it be, family, friends, romantic relationships or whatever, trust is definitely a biggie for me. Just being able to speak to somebody in confidence about something and not be in fear of retaliation of any type, like later on because of what I said or something I was dealing with at the time. Loyalty for sure. I'm loyal to a fault, to be honest. It could be a situation where like like a friend of mine or something like that I'm super close with, that you feel like did some weird shit or something like that, and I'm just like, if I don't have them doing that in my mind, if you don't got no evidence, like we just gonna leave it as a watch, because like I can't, you get what I'm saying? It's one of those things where like like that nigga done been there for me like in some real ass times. Like I don't got him doing that. You get what I'm saying? So
see, I'm on the side where she might have did that, but that's still my friend.
Nah, like they could
that's my loyalty. She just might have did that. That's still my friend.
They could have did it, but my thing is, I always been a friend that I'm gonna ride with you in the moment, and then we're gonna talk about it later.
Right.
Even if you wrong, like even if you dead ass wrong, like I'll be on your side. You know what I'm saying, for the moment, and we get through that, but I'm gonna be on your case about it later, like, yo, nigga, like, you tripping, like, that type of shit. So that's just always been me. But with loyalty comes, I feel like a lot of disappointment if that's something that you hold near and dear to you, because you realize that people don't, everybody not you, everybody don't operate on the same level that you do. So
that was the hardest part one of the hardest things as I've gotten older, and I talk about this to like a lot of my close friends, the hardest thing for me to grasp was that everybody is not me. And I know that sounds like duh, but like as loyal as I am and as much as I'm very, I don't know if I am as much now. I'm a little bit more lenient, but I used to be very black and white. Like, I don't like you or I like you. It's very straightforward. And I realized that I've had friends over the year, not a lot, because most of them are very similar to me, but I've had a couple that there was a lot of gray areas, like, especially like with people that maybe didn't like me, they would kind of still be cool with, but on the flip side, those are friends that I don't even have to this day. Mm-hmm. So I feel like that's something that I still kind of, not as like a prerequisite to be my friend, but I feel like that's something that I still kind of hang on to, that type of loyalty. But I had to realize that I had to be conscious that a lot of people aren't like me so that I wouldn't be so disappointed in that. Because for me, even kind of growing up, people would do me ways that I'd never do people.
Yeah, facts.
Like even when I talk about my friend, like her going off, I've never went off on a friend. And there's things that I'm just like, I know people don't like to say never. I'm never going to go off on a friend. That's just not me. Like, it don't matter what I'm ever going through in life. I'll internalize it, go through my thing. Maybe it's not the healthiest way, but I never project things on people. So it used to, like seriously bother me when people would do it to me. I'm like, why? Like, you're having a bad day and you mad at me? Like, that's crazy. Like, and I didn't understand it because I'm like, how can you just, like, literally pick a person and just fuck with? You know what I mean? So I had to grow up and actually be like, okay, everybody's not you. Some people handle things differently, but.
Yeah, I'm just,
that's right.
I'm super big on reciprocity. I think that's where my foundation with loyalty lies. Like, I just don't ask me to do something for you that you wouldn't do for me. Like, if it's in a situation where like you need some type of support or whatever it is, like if I can't expect the same from you, then don't do that. Like, don't expect that the other way around. Is basically my thing. Because then after I see that, then I'm gonna just be cool off of you. Because it's like, well, you want me to give 75 and you giving 25, like this ain't working like that. Like, and right. Regardless of what situation it is, like I said, like it could be friendship, it could be one of the homies, it could be romantic relationship, it could be my family, it could be whoever. I hold everybody to that same standard. Like, I'm not having people in my life who require me to give more than they would give, and it's not even about what I'm getting in return. It's about like your intention. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's one of those type of things. So definitely loyalty is a huge biggie for me. I done fell out with people, with friends that I had that I've been knowing since I was 14, 15 years old, just because I feel like I'm always there. I'm always in your corner for shit, but when it's time or like when I'm going through some shit, I can't find nobody. You get what I'm saying? It's that type of thing. And it's like, all right, well, nigga, like you a fair weather friend, as my grandfather used to say. Like, yeah. You only around when shit is cool, but when shit is not, I can't really depend on niggas like that. So, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I said trust, though. I should have said trust. And forgiveness is big with me, though.
Yeah.
I'm big on forgiveness. Like,
and
forgiveness?
Yeah, like for you forgiving other people or just people being able to forgive?
Me forgiving first and, like, hopefully meeting people that's forgiving as well. Yeah. But if not, or open to learning how to forgive. Yeah. I think that's like my key to life is understanding and forgiving. It's like my thing. That's everything player. When I say everything player, that's what I be saying. That's what it means to me. It's not like with multiple women. It's being understanding and forgiving. Yeah. Because like even when I get what you said, when you fix it up at the end for me though, it's not about what you're receiving. It's about their intentions. Yeah. Because like you got to be understanding to walk into a situation where everybody not gonna be able to reciprocate. Like somebody, you might meet somebody, they're giving you 10 times more than you can even get them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And you get in a position, you may not be able to do it in the beginning, but if you get into a situation, you surpass them. If you don't give them 10 times, if you give them 9 times, does that make you less of a person? Nah. Yeah. They might be more understanding as well. Yeah. And that keeps the relationship going. Like, understanding forgiveness, keep relationship going. It's like, oh, I know you different from me. I know that. but it's something to learn from everybody. So,
Yeah.
you know, until your intentions are to do me wrong, or you, yeah, I think.
That's why, from what he's saying, that's why I don't really hold people to the same accountability as me, because I understand I'm a little bit different. Like, I understand I'm more reliable than.
And that's just you.
Than most people.
Yeah.
I'm the person you can call at any time, an hour. I'll take off wherever. It don't matter who it is. But that's something that's important to me. I like being there for people. That's like a priority that's one of my priorities. You can count on me, whatever you need. And I understand that that's not the same for other people. So that's on the flip side. That's why I may not cut certain people off, because that's who I am. But I understand that that's not, you know. Like,
yeah, that's like some people take pride in that too.
Yeah.
Sometimes you ain't even like, you go find yourself in situations where you are the person because you damn near like subconsciously always step into the front of the line to do something or be there for somebody.
Right.
I'm always trying to find somehow to be somewhere, be there for somebody.
Another thing that I would say I value that I didn't mention would be open-mindedness. I feel like I fell out with a lot of people over that too. And it's not just necessarily you being able to agree with everything, but just I need you like to be able to see things from a different perspective other than your own. Because if not, like it's off-putting to me in a way, I guess, when people are very narrow-minded or closed-minded and they only have one way of view of things. It's like it's this way or the highway, like type shit. Like I just can't rock with that, like as a human being, because I just feel like you are limiting yourself and you are accepting your ignorance, if that's the thing. And I just don't want nobody that's around me personally to be like that. So that's kind of always been a biggie for me, is being able to be open-minded. I know if I have to think off the top of my head, the people that I'm closest to, like in life, are very open-minded people. And it's not even about, you know, agreeing with everything. Like I said, like you can very well think that something is wrong. You can very well think that something is wrong, or, you know, I don't fuck with this, it's not okay. But I can see why he thinks that, or I can see why they did that, but I don't agree with it. I don't fuck with it at all, but I understand. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's my whole thing is expanding your mindset, and I just don't gravitate well towards narrow-minded people. So I would say being open-minded is another thing that I value a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I was gonna challenge you on that though, but yeah, for sure. There we go.
Speak your mind.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
What were you about to say actually? And I told you to save it. What were you about to say before we got on this topic?
Nah, I'm mad that I even thought about it now, because it was some shit. We was at the office yesterday, and I'm like, this would be perfect for this nigga Jordan. He would act some shit like this. But we was, you know, having a good time at the office yesterday, and this shit was the funniest conversation. But I'm not about to present this.
All right, we talk about it off air.
It's funny enough to talk about on air, but I'm gonna just text it to you, and you can bring it up as a Jordan question.
All right.
Another week. It's comedy to me though.
Okay.
All right, so
okay, she's so.
we got
I know.
that was
Why you
heavy.
gonna text it to Jordan?
I was putting. I mean,
Oh, okay.
We
Okay.
gonna
damn. Damn.
we gonna lighten it up a little bit. So what do you wear to bed? This is Keem's topic. What do you what do you wear to bed?
T-shirt and my.
Oh, that's funny. No, but this is, because that's a real thing though.
Is it?
What?
That's a Jordan question.
I don't know.
What do you wear to bed?
Oh shit.
T-shirt and my.
He asking you.
Oh.
Fuck.
This was Keem's topic.
I'm so sorry.
That was not my topic.
This was for sure your topic.
No.
That's not my topic.
This was
not
your
my
topic?
Yeah, that's her topic. I did not put that in there. I did not put that in there at all.
Wait. This is the thing.
Let the truth reveal itself.
This is the thing. Keem mentioned it on his Instagram story. So I was like,
Oh,
that
that's
could be a topic.
comedy. You fucking funny.
Because
funny.
Keem told the story. There was a story. And you better tell it. After I answer this
It's
question.
cool. It's
Now
cool.
you better tell the story after I answer this question. What do I wear to bed? I'm sorry, baby. I wear nothing. So,
Okay.
next. Yes. Go ahead.
Why'd you say I'm sorry, baby?
Because that's personal information.
No, it's not, because you just gave it to the public.
Exactly. It was personal information.
So,
It was.
Beta.
Past tense was. Yo, we talking about that next week. We talking about that next week because I don't even know what that means.
but, man, I don't know how to explain it. I'm not going to explain it the same way I explained it.
I'll
Why?
explain it.
What was the chick wearing?
Basically, no,
She slept in a onesie?
basically- No, tell them what you did.
I can't play it right here, what I said? Or what
Nah,
sound
just
right?
tell us what you said.
No, you can.
Don't play it on the mic. Just tell us what you said.
It won't sound right. I can explain it that way. It's funny. I don't want to say like.
Can we just?
I can say the shit, but it's like
It's not gonna pick up good. That's why I said that.
I ain't gonna pick up good. But what you got to argue that? You want to
I
argue
want to
that?
see if it's gonna pick up good.
It's not. I'm telling you, it's not.
I'm like that badass kid that
What you think,
I
Starks?
think it will.
You think it'll pick up good if we play it on the mic?
I play this song. Remember I played this song? Remember I played that song?
Plug it in where?
And I played it on my
You can?
phone, and it picked up really good. Remember? But your voice was kind of low. You was in your LL.
All right, I see y'all fighting for this, so I'm gonna grab the headphones
You
to
was
see
in
if
his
I'm
LL
able to
Cool
hear.
J mode.
Oh, you can do that right there. No, it wasn't no LL Cool J mode.
All right, go ahead.
Hey, are you gonna play it? Yeah.
I gotta say this shit real quick. Listen.
Turn it low.
Pause, right? Pause first. But hey, homie. This is the funny shit that be happening to people. Nobody ever talk about this shit. But, Nick, hey, bruh. You know, I'm in my bed right now. I got the fan blowing. I got the air conditioning on. I'm cool. So nigga, like I said, pause. I'm taking
Pause.
boxers off, boxer briefs off when I go to bed. But this air and this wind cold as the motherfucker right now too. I'm up under the cover now. So right, so I'm like, boom, I hop in the bed. I'm listening to my audio book and shit though. Hop in the bed, finally.
You go, got me out low key though.
I take the boxer briefs off. Now I got the t-shirt on. That's pause, homie. That's pause, homie. So, nigga gotta take this t-shirt off now, too. It's out, dog, nigga. Hey, I know one of you niggas out here sleeping in a t-shirt and just no drawers, bro. That ain't the move, homie.
So basically, King was sleeping with a T-shirt.
So you was sleeping with just a t-shirt on and no drawers?
Listen, man, listen. I've been having the air conditioning. I've been going crazy for the past year. Air conditioning, right? So when I'm by myself at my spot, I sleep just like Ali. I'm in the nude, right? For sure. I cut the air conditioning on, and I'm in the nude. I'm good. Now this fucking air conditioning price is whooping my ass. So now I just want to purchase a fan. And now I'm too bougie for this fan because the fan is blowing a lot of hot air and shit. So I'm like, damn, no, I ain't doing that tonight. I come in, I'm using the fan, so it's still a good breeze, but I said, you know what? I'm cutting the air conditioning on again tonight. But I did it, and I got in the bed. Right when I was getting in bed, I took my drawers off and shit, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm like, because I usually like to keep my chest out first and shit, you know what I mean? I'm like, it's cold in the motherfucker right now. This breeze, this is kind of breeze. Let me see if I get warm a little bit first. Now I'm just sitting in the bed in the dark now, listening to this audio book, and I'm realizing like, yo, once I pull my legs out, once I pull my legs out to get that air now, right, and I'm gonna put the cover up top, I'm like, niggas really all hips out right now. I got all hips like, and my shirt is already short. So I got this short ass shirt on. So I feel like I got a bra on, homie. I'm just feeling all type of. I just imagine myself going to open the door for somebody, a girl, and she just knock on the door. I come over the door with
a crop top on?
No drawers on.
You had a crop top on with no drawers?
Damn near, bro. It's like to my waistline though. I just It came off all the way wrong. Like, that's not the move.
Let me ask you what.
That's not the move, bro.
What audiobook do you be listening to butt ass naked?
Oh shit!
What like?
Oh my gosh!
Hey, this is my book right now, man.
What audiobook are you sitting there?
Hey, is that that's what I meant to ask you about. I think that's the one you posted maybe either last week.
Yeah.
Okay, how is that?
The Laws of Human Nature.
Shit is like
The Laws of Human Nature. That's what it's called.
yes.
All right, and
It's
you
great.
feel like you got more of a connection to
with
it
the air,
without no clothes on.
with the air, and I got some 1,000 counts. You feel me? I'll be in that motherfucker floating, boy. I'm telling you, like I love being at the house by myself. It's like it's lit.
That's hilarious.
You know what I mean?
Um,
Do your boyfriend sleep butt naked with you?
yo,
Yo.
so Snoop's album.
Yes.
He does. He sleep butt naked. That's shout outs to him. Shout outs to him. I gotta like be fresh off some sex to like just go butt naked. I ain't never just came out the shower butt naked because you gotta be limp.
We gotta dry off after.
I'm saying like I'm not walking to my bedroom limp. Like I'm not. It's actually good comfort. So if your boyfriend is able to do that, I'm not coming limp.
You're not comfortable enough with your woman to walk in.
Yeah.
After I've done what I'm supposed to do. That's not enticing. I don't feel like, right? Hey, listen, that's like my girl coming to the bed with a muumuu on. If you don't get the fuck out of here.
No, that is not the same thing.
So you enticed by your man coming in on limp? Soft, right out the shower. He's whatever. You know what I mean? He can't
Wait.
keep up.
I'm confused because we're going to bed.
Unhealthy coping mechanisms.
So you telling me you able to go? You able to go?
Because you're not like, okay, every night isn't like beginning and every night. So it's like you're going to bed. Like a muumuu's different. That's
what I'm saying. I have been comfortable. I've been
To me,
comfortable.
is a turn off, and I'm so sorry for all the women. I have a homegirl that wears it. I told her she's married. I was like, please stop. Just get rid of it.
Muumuu. What's a muumuu?
It's like an oversized, like grandma. You remember how your grandma?
Oh, a nightgown.
A nightgown, but it's the grandma ones. It's the grandma ones. Huh?
A
My
nightgown.
friend is like 28, 29, and she was like, "Oh, his mama got it for me." I said, "Exactly. Let it go.
Listen.
She's trying to sabotage you. Don't do
Man,
that."
did y'all see me post that a couple weeks ago?
What, the
I
muumuu?
said she answered the motherfucking phone in a muumuu. She trying to swear ain't no muumuu.
Oh my
I had to
gosh.
hang up. I'm like, yo, that's a fucking muumuu.
Yeah, nah, I don't know if I'm rolling with that.
Yeah, that's not the same thing.
but
though.
I'm saying you able to do that though. Starks, we don't get Starks
In a relationship?
Starks in a
Yeah.
relationship. You in a relationship, Starks. Are you still? Shit. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You said Alexi. Yeah.
First of all, don't come at Daniel.
I mean, actually, my
Would you
boyfriend-
walk around the house butt ass naked, like with your girl, with just your girl there?
Nah, I'm not doing that. Like it's just not making sense to me. That's what I'm saying. It's an extra comfort. Look, mind you, I have done that. That's a
said you
certain
have
comfort.
done that,
Yeah,
or
you
you
got to
haven't?
work to that comfort.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you got that level of comfort, then what's wrong with it?
I don't know what that's like for a guy. So I didn't know that was like a
I
level
just,
of
I just like what we doing here? I feel like a woman to treat you different if she just see you like.
She's seen it like that way before though.
Yeah.
If y'all
So
had,
you walk in butt naked. I mean, you go,
Yeah, like
but you got comfort. I mean, so I'm
you
saying
see,
the same thing y'all
you see
saying,
that answer, whatever vibe I'm in, that means that Starks is
I get what you're saying, that it
1,000%
takes
walking
level of
around with a
comfort. I
camera
guess
on,
what
butt
I'm
ass
wondering
naked.
even if you don't have that level of comfort, we're not thinking that. We're not like, oh my gosh, she walked out and he's not hard. How crazy. We're not.
She's seen
we're
it
not
already. She's
thinking
seen it like that already.
Yeah, I know for sure though, but
Yeah, like
no, it's not
I
about being
pray
hard
that
all the
you
time. It's
can't.
not about being hard all the time. For sure. It's not about being hard all the time. It's like,
so you don't want her to see it unless you on 10.
let me ask you this right here. Like, let me ask you, I don't fuck it then.
Nah, come on,
No,
I'm
go
saying
ahead.
the same thing y'all saying though. because
No,
I'm saying
go ahead. What
I
you about to
guess I'm
ask?
just wondering.
Can you do that like if your nigga came in, okay, the first time you about to go sleep with him, right? But you don't know you're about to sleep
Well,
with
this
him.
is
The
the
first time y'all kicking it,
This is the
and he
thing.
come out the bathroom just butt naked.
No.
The first time we're about about to kick it?
Y'all don't.
No, I'm saying, listen, this is the first night y'all kicked it. Y'all already been kicking it. Y'all good.
Okay, all right.
You know sex can be on the horizon.
Y'all don't have that level of comfort yet. We were just speaking to the level of comfort. But what I'm saying is, you don't have that level of comfort with your girl to where, or you've never had it to where you could just.
You gotta get to that level.
I'm not. Yeah, you got to get to that level.
I'm saying you never had it. You never had that level of comfort. Okay, that's what I'm asking you.
This is the thing, and I think this is why I can't necessarily relate, because women are different. Women walk around, other women, we walk around naked all the time. Like, literally, that's our thing. Like, we do that. And it's funny because I was talking to my boyfriend, and I don't even know what he was doing, but he ended up putting on some like basketball shorts over his boxers or briefs, whatever you guys call them. And what's the difference?
Musty nigga.
Go ahead.
Anyways, because he was about to.
You still putting basketball shorts on over the briefs?
No, because he was about to walk out into the
common area.
And I'm like, you guys know each other. I'm like, you guys know each other. Just like walk out. And he was like, what? And I'm like, and I don't even. I want to say his brother might have even been there too. But I'm like, y'all know each other. Like y'all grew up together. And like so what? Like, but it was like a no. Like that's a girl thing. We can walk out literally. We have full, like how I'm talking to you guys right now, we can have full-blown conversations and be getting undressed and getting dressed. And we just, yeah, girl, like we could be in the shower, like literally doing our thing and be like, stay right here, girl. And
too much, that's what I'm saying. Men got too much ego. That's all it is, just ego. Just ego. That's why, this the thing about men. That's why, listen, I'm always here to challenge people. Us men. Kids are so fucked up. And it's all, I'll tell you how it boils down to ego right here. Because why niggas ain't never seen a nigga stick before, right? But
how do you guys?
Somebody going around saying, like, the thing is to lowball a nigga, you little dick, like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas are saying my dick bigger than yours. Like, what does that matter? What does that matter when it comes down to the thing?
Women made it matter.
Wait, what does that matter when it comes down to what?
So like two men talking shit to each other. My dick bigger than yours. All right, like. That's why I'm saying, that's the reason why niggas got this in their head, because it's like, you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying right now?
I get what you're saying.
I guess it's just like,
so
I literally.
Niggas not walking out like that. Like, it's an ego thing. That's all it is. It gotta
I think thing. It's just a level of uncomfort.
Because of what we already put on it. Since
I don't even think it's just that. I think it's masculinity. I think it's hyper masculinity, and it's like hyper masculinity is the same thing that makes I would say kids growing up be homophobic. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like how you got a problem with pauses and shit like that. Like that is in itself a problem. It's a part of our culture, but you could argue that it's actually a problem.
Yeah.
And you could link it to homophobia. But with that being said,
it's directly linked to homophobia.
But with that being said, you know what I'm saying? Like coming up in middle school, high school, you call niggas gay for everything. You gay, you a faggot, blah, blah, blah. So with that being said, like there comes a certain stigma about seeing another man that is like, nah, like fuck that. Like I'm not cool with that. Even to the point where like if it's on like what I was telling y'all about Euphoria, like Euphoria is a lot of nudity, and nudity is not uncommon with shows on like HBO, Showtime, and stuff like that. But male nudity is uncommon. Euphoria has a lot of male nudity. So with me, I had to break down that barrier in my mind of like, okay, well, why is this so fucked up to me, but like not seeing a pair of titties is, or you know what I'm saying? Even just outside of my sexuality, just me just seeing it. Like I know this is the human body, you get what I'm saying? And they showing this on this. Exactly. Right. Me seeing it doesn't make me anything, but why am I so uncomfortable with it? Right? And so breaking that down is really like, it's hypermasculinity. It's growing up as a kid and you being called gay or calling somebody else a faggot for doing any little thing, and that stigma, like wanting to avoid that stigma so much. That's really what it is, because when you get to a point where you get older, like if you play sports in high school and college, you liable to see niggas naked all the time in the locker room, and it really don't faze you because it's like, okay, well, this is basketball or this is football or whatever. But if it's outside of that realm, then it's like, nah, fuck that. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's just the way that we're conditioned. So it could be, I think your point definitely has some validity to it, But I also think it's
I get what you make perfect sense with that.
I think it's also just the point that we place such this stigma on men about, you know what I'm saying? No, that's not okay. No, you shouldn't do that. You can't see that. Like, boys like girls, blah blah blah. Like it's a fear. It's like getting your ass whooped, basically. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Like girls go into the restroom together. Like
that's what I'm saying.
If we're at a club and like it's just like one restroom and we all gotta go and it's like 2 or 3 of us. Come on, girl, we all going in and then we're literally squatting and then flush. And the next girl goes, let's squat. Like it's something normal to us, and it's crazy because like his brother was there and I was like. And mind you, he wasn't naked, but I was like, your brother's seen your dick? And he's like, my brother has not seen my dick since I was like, I think he's like 5. And I was like, what? Like, how is that not possible? Like, you know, so I don't know. But I feel bad for y'all. Y'all got a lot to worry about. You know, women can just go around freely.
Oh, man. Niggas is funny.
But we at 85, so at the risk of turning this into a 2-hour podcast, we probably should wrap it up. Yeah. We'll roll over whatever else we had to the next week. So I want to thank everybody for listening. Again, if you have not, please subscribe on all platforms or whatever audio platform you're using to listen to, as well as YouTube. This has been episode 7. I'm Jordan, to my right.
Allie.
To her right.
King.
Starks behind the motherfucking camera as usual. And we will see y'all next week. We out.